So, seeing as how we know that Gear 5th is associated with clouds and is very cloud like, don't you find it very curious that the first Marine character that Luffy fights on a serious level in the narrative is Smoker, a Marine with the Logia type Dofru called the Plume Plume fruit that allows him to become smoke? Smoke and clouds, especially white smoke in Smoker's case, aren't too dissimilar. So I find it very curious that the two are compared. And then Smoker has the very curious ability to increase the density of his smoke so he can hold objects aloft in the air, such as people when he captures Alvita and Buggy in Logtown. So I find that very interesting, especially seeing as how Luffy can make objects out of his cloud hair, as we see in Egghead. But to be honest with you, Smoker's density control seems to be an exaggeration of a natural effect that smoke just has, whereas Luffy's ability seems to be more of a paramecia like addition to his smoke like appearance or cloud like appearance, which makes a lot of sense because the mythical Zoans are Zoans with paramecia like abilities. So that isn't really too hard to be believed, but I do find it curious that Smoker is very similar to Luffy at this point, despite being more grounded in reality, I guess you could say, due to his abilities. What's also very interesting is that Smoker's epithet is called the White Hunter. So that, as I've said before in the short, has a lot more weight now, as he was once depicted as the person who would be hunting Luffy, and now he technically would be a white hunter because Luffy now is known for being white thanks to his bounty poster changing after awakening Gear 5th. Also, I find it very interesting that Smoker is the first character in the series to use a sea stone tipped weapon in combat. I have likened Luffy to possibly being a reference to Parabolin, an ingredient found in sea stone. So it's kind of funny that we have a cloud guy who uses a sea stone weapon as his first marine opponent, and then Luffy becomes a man who too can become white and then use his white smoky cloud like hair to create objects. I don't know, that's just very curious. So that in itself is very funny, but I wonder what Smoker's role will be moving forward in the narrative. I know a lot of people have thought about him maybe defecting from the Marines and joining the Straw Hat Pirates. I have thought that he could defect from the Marines and join the Revolutionary Army. Both are logical, I guess. Or if he decides to stay in the Marines, I would love to see where he would actually go, but only time will tell. With that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Paulipede. What?